Live with Phil, Fridays at 3.
What's up, guys? It's Friday. It's 3 o'clock. We're going live. And today we have buddy from Virginia, Buck Lee. How's it going,
What's up,
Buck?
brother? Doing good, big dog. Down
I
here at
got
the
you.
Dixie Deer Classics in Raleigh. What's up, big dog?
Nice, man. So, Dixie Deer Classic down in Raleigh. What's that? What you got going on?
It's a hunting show down here. My buddy Luke that founded Shallow Water Company. He does apparel, and he's starting to get in the media. He got a booth down here, so we came down yesterday. It's open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and just a big hunting expo.
Let's look it up here. Let me see. I'm supposed to go down there tomorrow.
Yeah, man, I'm excited to see you. Can't wait till you get down. You coming down tonight, or you leaving in the morning?
Oh, I'm leaving in the morning. Let's see. Dixie Deer Classic. There it is.
I think it's the 43rd annual Dixie Deer
Damn.
Classic show.
It's big, huh? I've never
Yeah,
even been.
It's a bunch of vendors down here. We're beside the Bandit booth and Top Outdoors from their outfit out.
Oh, you're next to the Bandit booth, huh?
Yeah, the Bandit booth.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man, it's been a good turnout for a Friday. Shoot,
A lot of
by
people.
12 o'clock. Yeah, by 12 today, the Darren building got packed.
That's good.
So I come outside to smoke and hang out for a bit.
It's probably loud in there too, huh?
It's terribly loud. Everybody's playing music and turtle boxes, and you can't hear yourself think.
Everyone blowing calls, different calls all over.
Yeah.
The place.
Turkey calls, duck calls.
I was in Utah for the Western Hunter Expo, and
Yeah.
dude, every 3 booths you got someone just screaming in the elk call. It's a great show.
Dude.
It was a good time.
I
But
would have drove me
after-
crazy.
After all right, I just heard 80 elk bugle in 20 minutes. I get
I
it.
say it's
I
a bunch
get
of kids been walking around with duck calls, and they'll just walk up to you, bah, bah, bah. How does that sound? I'm like, oh god, no.
So when you're down there, go find the Bloody Bill's booth.
So I talked to a guy who was actually wearing a Bloody Bill's hat, and I've been need to go by there and see what kind of calls he has.
Is
Is that who you coming down with tomorrow?
Yep, I'll be at their booth tomorrow.
We're in the Jim Graham building and booth N22. I had to find out what booth y'all are on, what building you're in.
All right. Oh, it's that big.
Yeah.
There's a couple different booths.
It's 3 buildings.
Oh, wow.
So you got the main building, the Jim Graham building where we're at, kind of like all your apparel stuff. You got the calls, painting stuff like that. But a lot of it's apparel. It's Freak Outdoors, East Coast Waterfowl. A bunch of them are here too.
The East Coast Waterfowl guy, Joey.
Yeah.
D'Amico. I met him, D'Amico, something like that.
D'Amico, I think.
I met him at
Something like that.
SCI.
Yeah.
He does media for he also does the East Coast Waterfowl, but he does filming in Africa for a safari, and it's pretty
nice.
badass. Dude, yeah,
That's
he has
ridiculous.
some footage of straight up elephants running at you.
It's pretty badass.
When he's in there, go talk to him. He's a cool guy.
Yeah, I have to go check them out. I hadn't got to walk around much. It's been actually pretty steady. I mean, people coming through the booth, buying things. I mean, it's been, so far, pretty good turnout for a Friday. That would surprise the hell out of me.
So at your booth, what are you guys selling?
We got T-shirts. We got, a new Shallow Water Ivory shirt. We got a limited run of a Shallow Water and Gator Tail collab shirt. And then our normal OG camo Shallow Water hoodies, hats, stuff like that.
All right, let me make sure I'm at the right spot here. This you guys?
Shallow-water. Yep. So that's our new website. It is not fully up and running yet. Luke has got
it looks
somebody coming. I can't remember who's going to finish it. But actually, that picture right there is my dog on the right. That's Molly girl, and then the other one's Jack. That's Connor's dog.
Man.
But
Let's
that's
see.
Luke's
I
new
can pull it
website.
up.
He's getting pulled up. He bought the domain, I think, about a month ago, and he's trying to get everything designed so it'll all come up for him.
Yeah, this looks good. Shop our products. You guys have a lot of cool stuff. Wholesale.
Yeah, man.
Anybody watching who wants to get oh, I see. It's that spot's not ready. Some clothing. Shallow Water Co. They're your guys. All right, I'm gonna pull that off.
I think we're still running off our old website at shallow-water-co.com, I think. And that's when he couldn't get the shallow water domain he wanted, so he ended up had to buy it from these people or some mess. I don't know. And I was like, damn.
Yeah, your website guy has that link for that is the website at the top with my URL.
Yeah.
But it's going to the new one already, so he's already got it directed that way.
Sweet. I'm glad everything's coming up. They're doing a hell of a job.
Dude, I want to talk about your dog.
Nah.
Where's she at? Was that Molly?
Right.
There's Molly.
Yep, Molly. She's the one on the right. The one on the, like, closest. So Connor standing beside the tree. Yep, that's Molly girl.
There's Molly girl.
That's my baby.
How old is she?
She's 2, and she almost has a master title. She went junior, senior, and she got 2 more passes to be a master. Knock on wood, she hasn't failed. Once I throw a master title on her, I'm probably going to try to field trial her. I'm going to do a QA, try to run a Q with her first. And then it kind of thinks she can go do some field trials. So I'm going to let him work his magic on her.
Nice. So, yeah, tell everybody, anyone listening now or, watches it a bit later, where did you get Molly from? Where did you get Molly and who did some of the training there?
So I got her from a breeder out of South Carolina. Gooseneck Retriever. I can't remember exactly who it was. She come out of her daddy was a field trial dog. Her granddaddy was an NFC. Found it on Facebook. I've been wanting a black lab. I said, well, shit, I'll keep looking around. And they popped up. I said, damn, that's a pretty dog. So I contacted the guy, went down there, and I took Mama with me. And you know how Mama is. Went down, took Mama, and the guy had all these puppies in a concrete shop, just all there. So Mama goes and picks up. Molly was the runt, which I love the runt. She picked her up and 2 or 3 other dogs and put them on the ground. And this guy's face got real weird looking. And I was like, why ain't the puppies walking? He said, they have never touched ground before. I was like, oh, shit. And Mom was like,
your mom just walks in and picks them up.
Yeah, Mom just goes, picks them up and just puts them on the ground. I was like, I don't know if we're supposed to do that. And luckily, ended up I come home with Molly. And so Connor McNamara, he owns Coastline Kennels out of Lancaster, Virginia, coming up like towards your way on the upper northern neck of Virginia. And was talking with him. I was like, look, man, I had Nellie, Chocolate Lab, bless her heart. I'm not a dog trainer. Bless her. She had her bad days. And I was like, I want to train dogs. As much as I duck hunt 60 days out the year, I'm hunting at least 60, if not 70, trying to chase snow geese in Arkansas. I was like, shit, I'm going to send it to you. And he's like, look, we'll do the 4-month gun dog and see where she goes. And I was like, all right, cool. So he did the 4-month gun dog. He's like, dude, he said, she got some potential. I want to keep her for advanced. And I was like, all right, cool. So we did the advanced gun dog training and then started doing what she was handling, running blinds, like your dog, Oakley, does, running blinds, hand signals, all of that. They said, you ever thought about hunt tests? And I was like, no, but I'll try it. And I was like, shit, we can give it a shot. And then ended up, she got in it and started doing it really good. And that's kind of what I did with it.
It looks awesome. I was talking to you. I got to sign up. I got to sign Oakley up. I got it on the calendar. I think March 6th is when it opens.
When was it? I remember me and you looked at it a while back of when it feels. Oakley's going to kill that shit, dude. He's a hell of a dog.
Dude, the only thing I know we're going to fail on, he'll run back, drop it right at my feet, and sit next to me and be excited. That's what I
didn't force fetch Oakley, did you?
No, I didn't force fetch him. No.
A lot of people don't like force fetch.
I mean, looking at it, I should have done it.
It's not bad for a dog. I've helped Connor. I've watched him force fetch. I mean, very easy. It's very simple. It doesn't harm the dog or hurt the dog. He toe hitches, and I think that's what it's called. I really
Yeah.
don't know. Or ear pinch. I don't know what they call that enough. But hell, Molly, when she was a puppy, she didn't like putting stuff down anyways. She kept any damn thing, socks, bumpers. She just put it in her mouth. And he said she was one of the easier dogs to be able to force fetch. But I like it because, like I said, she comes up, she heels to my left. All I do is just grab it from her, and hell, if she drops it, fetch. She picks it right on up and just as happy, tickled to death as she can be.
Yeah, I was running Oakland. Like today, I went to Rock State Park. It's a local park here in Harford County, Maryland. And there's an area. It's a long field, and then it's like it's the driveway you drive in on, but it's maybe 10 feet wide, and then another little grass section, and then some woods. So I just let him run around, and I'll run down to the woods, and I'll place what we did 4 bumpers today. Well, it was one big goose bump, Doken, whatever you call it, one smaller mallard one, and then 2. You ever use them dive bomb things that you throw?
I never have. So most of the time, like I've seen where they run like hunt test stuff, you put a blind out, and you'll have a person behind the blind away from you. You wave your hand or whatever when you want them to shoot or do it. So they'll blow a duck call, shoot a boom gun, then they throw the duck, and then I send Molly. So like Junior, I think is just one mark. I think it's all it is. You got a landmark and a watermark. Senior, you'll have 2 marks and a blind. And then Master, they have 3 marks, which is they see 1, 2, 3. They got to remember where all 3 birds were. And then you got that land and water. And then you'll have a blind after you run your 3 marks. Or you'll run, I think you can run like two marks and 2 blinds. And I've helped do some Master hunts, but it's pretty slick.
Buck, you got Mama.
William Britt was a breeder. William Britt was a breeder from Wilmington, NC area. Sire, good necks over the limit, and Dam was stole the show Calicat. Yep, that's that. How the hell Mama know
that? She knows everything, Buck.
She does do that. I'll give her that.
How you been, Tammy? I hope all is well. Hope that trucker life's going well. Hope you don't run into any roadblocks. You know what I'm saying?
She's been doing good. And she just got off the truck last night. I think she got to go to Oklahoma this week.
She be doing so much driving. But what is it they're allowed? What, 10 hours at a time?
I think it's 14.
14?
I think.
Dang.
Yeah. If you run legal by the logbook.
But everybody you gotta get there. You get there.
Yeah, exactly right. You got to get there. Put Mama in the driver's seat.
That's it. I miss you too, Tammy. I'm coming down. We got spring turkey. Ain't that right, Buck?
Yeah, exactly. I can't wait till you come, big dog. You ain't never turkey hunted with me before.
Buck out there getting turkeys with everybody, but me.
I used to shoot a lot when I was younger. I went every morning. I killed a pile of turkeys, and I got to the point. I try to give back now. I take my little cousin, my sister. She loves to go. Brother-in-law Tommy, and anybody that's never really been doesn't turkey hunt much. Hell, all I like to do is call now. Try to call and see if they can kill one. Last year, cool. I took it first week off. Like I'm going to do this year, hopefully you come down. Caden, he tagged out the first week. He killed 3 birds. My brother-in-law, what the hell? He missed one opening morning. That was funny as hell. Turkey come in. He was the furthest bird we heard. We had set up on another bird. But this guy was in the bushes just boom, 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 boom. And I said, shit, we're going to try it and see what happens. So we sat down, we was calling this other bird. Well, that turkey cut like 300 yards off. The next thing I know, he gobbled and blew dust off the ground right beside us. I was like, oh, shit. So the bird got out in the power line. He was getting his feathers right coming to us. My brother-in-law shot him a little too far, about 30 steps, and he missed. And then he shot, I think, 2 or 3 more times and missed. Well, my little cousin, Caden, you remember Caden? He rides Tommy's ass now. Just because he missed that turkey. It's absolutely hilarious. He texted him on his birthday, happy birthday, turkey misser. And Tommy got so mad he didn't even text him back. That was funny as shit, dude.
Oh, man. Look. Mama answered. 14 hours a day allowed, 11 hours of driving. Oh, Tammy, get this. Ready? So you know how I film a little for the guy, Ryan Salzman on the Bass Pro Tour. So I'm down there at one of the tournaments up there down. I don't even remember where we were. One of the guys, I'm not going to say his name, got in trouble by DOT because his vehicle is wrapped. It's considered commercial, and he didn't have log books, and they threw the book at this guy because he drove a wrapped truck with a wrapped boat, and it was like a huge fiasco. He was late to the tournament and everything. Yeah.
Also, it's more commercialized there.
But it's not. There's how many anglers have a boat wrapped?
I mean, everybody.
You ever heard of
I mean,
one that has to drive from Texas to New York for a tournament and they got to get there?
I mean, every one of them got to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like your pickup is wrapped. Gibbons Media.
My
I mean,
whole truck's wrapped.
Exactly. It's advertisement.
Yep.
That don't make a whole lot of sense, but that's how life for.
That's not commercial yet, but he got a lot of fines. You Google it. I'm not going to pull it up, but that's Chad, Bass and Beer. What's up, guys? They go on live. What are you, 7 o'clock? 8 o'clock? It's all about the money. That's it, Tammy.
Yep.
Yeah, I think
about it.
Bass and Beer Radio is live 7 or 8. 8 o'clock. He says 8 o'clock live. It's a fun show. It's a guy's local fishermen. They just hang out in the studio, call in guests, and talk fishing, drink beers.
Hell yeah.
Cool. Yeah, it's a fun one.
Man, I can't wait till you get down here. We're gonna have a blast in Raleigh this weekend. It's gonna be
I'll
a good
probably
time.
leave at like 4 or 5 tomorrow morning. Yeah. It's 5.5 hours, 6 hours.
Oh, that's not too bad.
And Tammy, I don't have to stop at weight stations.
I was trying to talk old Jay Boone to come down here, but he said he had to work this weekend.
Jay Boone better be watching.
He better be.
He
Old
better
Papa
be.
Boone.
Jay Boone better be watching because I want to give a big. Where's it at? Let me go back here. Get out of the full screen version. I got to give a thank you to our sponsor. And who is our sponsor? None other than B&B Waterfowl Guide Service. That's Jay Boone down in North Carolina, Pimlico Sound. It's fun. It's a good time. It's a lot of limits. He just bought a new boat. You see that new boat, Buck?
Yeah, dude, that thing's slick. That thing that's a boat, Jack. That thing is impressive.
I don't
we
think
went down there
anywhere.
2 or 3 years ago and hunted with Jay. When's the last time we went?
I think we've been 3 times down there with him.
We have. I think we didn't go last year, maybe year before last. Man, it's a great time.
And the first time I left my waders in your truck, and then I had to come down the day after Thanksgiving, and we hunted that little water hole with the cows, and we had to climb over the barbed wire. It was legal, everybody. We were allowed to do it.
Yeah, it was legal. It was legal. It was private land.
Yeah.
It was private land, but the swamp was fenced off so the cows wouldn't get in. We killed some mallards that morning. That's when Mama went with us.
Look, but yeah, your mom came with us. We had a good morning. Look,
yeah, it wasn't that bad of a morning.
Dad says because my truck's wrapped, they're gonna make me stop at the DOT at the weight station. They're gonna try it one time, and I'm gonna say it's wrapped with my name on it.
See, we got some DOT weight stations on on 85.
Oh, watch out! What the heck? You almost got hit, brother.
Yeah, that something's been blowing a train horn all morning.
That's not a real train. That's a truck.
No, that was a real train. It's the train is like right across us. It's not a place to come hungover because that'll make your head hurt in the morning.
You gotta put a bunch of coins on it.
Yeah, mush them down. Like it is a little kid thing.
Yeah.
How was Canada this year?
Canada?
Yeah.
Canada was epic. It was a good time.
I want to go for that. I haven't never been. I really want to go.
You got to come up to. I go with it's Duck Creek Outfitters. That's who I was working with all last year up there.
Dude, y'all smash.
Dude, it's a blast. The guides are fun. The time's fun. The everything about it is fun.
Dude, y'all smash this here too.
Yeah, and it's cool because other places like, you've been to guides where, hey, it's the hunt's over all right, guys, we're back at the lodge. We're gonna do dinner at 5:30. I'll see you then. That's
And they just leave.
that's
It ain't no hanging out or talking.
this place is like, well, you got five of the guys over here with 2 guides, and they're whatever they're doing, what they want to do. You got 3 guys over here building the fire for a fire pit. You got a group of guys over here cooking up goose hearts wrapped in bacon. Just all kinds of wild, different stuff.
Dude, that's crazy. I like to go up there and try it.
Yeah, like it's a fun. It's like a family place, but not like
We need to go back snow goose hunting again.
Mm-hmm. Here's the picture. Look, I got the picture up here. Let me see. There it is. That's where we met. I'm not in it because I took it. But we met. Look at Remy.
Does he still have Remy?
He does. Remy's maybe 10?
7? 10?
No.
I knew it was Remy.
Did not hunt her this year.
Just gotten too old.
Yeah. Still wants to go, but I don't think she went at all this year.
Well, I mean, that's understandable. After a while, you got to kind of let them enjoy the sofa for a little while.
Yeah, it's got getting them bad hips and all. That's like, I got that Boykin Spaniel. They get bad hips.
Do they really?
Eventually. I mean,
well, it's like chocolate. I mean, my dog Nelly, she got terrible hips. She's 10 now, 9 or 10, and she just got shit hips.
How about Molly? Are her hips locked?
She's good. So when I bought her, they screened the parents for the hips, eyes. Her parents had good, excellent hips. I can't remember what the paper said, something like that. But she should not have hip dysplasia genes. No. And I'll be honest with you, I didn't know none of this was about none of it until I started like with Molly, getting into dog training, with watching Colin and all them, and how like breed and stuff like that. How much it goes into people breeding dogs.
Dude, it's crazy.
It's wild.
That's a whole like that. There needs to be. I haven't found one. Yeti made a good video, but a video on the life of a dog trainer.
Yeah.
Like the breeder. Like follow one of the guys at Duck Creek, Nick.
Yeah.
Pal. I don't know how to say his last name. It starts with P. His family has a kennel, and they've been breeding dogs for like his whole life. But like to follow a dog from birth to now, their dogs aren't just hunting. They train them for military, for police work, for get them to basic level and then give them away. Well, sell them. They don't give them away. But to follow, dude, to make a documentary about like, wow, it actually was 6,000 hours of work to get this dog to understand you. It's like, that's why it's, even if you value it at $10 an hour, that's still $6,000 value dog.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't know how much went into it. I go up and hang out with Connor, watch him train dogs. I don't know nothing about it, and he's fucking awesome. I mean, he's one hell of a trainer. And just every day what he does, I'm like, man, I thought dog training would be a cool job, but this shit is too much like work for me. I don't want that.
Dude, it's a lot. And I just have my dog, and I do not. Let me see. Coastline Kennels. Here we are. Let me pull him up. That's him, huh?
Dude, he's one hell of a dog trainer. I mean, he's amazing. He takes care of the dogs like it's his own.
Oh, he's got a nice setup.
Oh, dude, solid. I mean, he got a pretty barn, wood siding, indoor kennels. I mean, wow. I mean, it's slick. I mean, it is, and he is one hell of a dog trainer. He's actually running. I think he's a field.
Oh, dude, that is his. Is that his technical pond?
So yes, that's the place he trains. It's dude, it's sick. Me and Luke went down this summer, and Luke was doing some video work and photography work for him, and it's just what he does. I mean, he's a dog person. I never understood that till I seen a person that's like a dog person. That's him. I mean, one dog can start acting a little funny, and he's like, all right, I'm gonna change this. And I never would have thought about it, but him, he's like, all right, let's do this different or try this, and it changes the whole dog. I mean, it's crazy.
That's wild. I got to talk to him about stopping my dog from jumping. It's not like when we're out doing stuff, but when someone comes to the door, he wants to say hi to him and jump. And
Oh,
Dad, if
he
you're
can do
watching,
that.
my father loves when Oakley jumps all on him and gives him kisses, and he'll stand up and
Yeah,
so
Mama's the
I
same way.
think that has nothing to do with it at all, though.
Well, it's like Molly trying to get food off the table, and Mama just feeds her food all the time, and I'm like, you gotta quit doing this.
Yeah,
And
you
that's a
can't
battle.
do
I can't win that battle. I've argued with her more times than none, and it just doesn't work out. I always lose.
that. Yeah, Oakley gets
Because
no table food, but 3 times now. 3. He's taken Rose's, like, her dinner, just left it on her little table.
Yeah.
And then I come back down after doing bath at bedtime, and the hot dog's gone, or it's on the floor. Never done that before.
So Nelly is bad.
Mhm.
Mama called me one day. I can't remember where the hell I was at. I don't know if I was hunting or just fucking around. I can't remember. But she sent me a picture of squirt cheese on the ceiling. Like squirt cheese out the can. I was like, what the fuck? How'd that get on the ceiling?
She bit a hole in it, and it probably squirted up.
We got the squirt cheese. Somehow got the can to work and
Or
squirted
bit the can.
She didn't bite it. She did not bite it. I don't know how in the hell she got the squirt cheese out the can on the ceiling, on the wall. I was like, this motherfucker. That's it. And you can still see the cheese stain on top of the ceiling.
On the ceiling? That's funny.
Dude, it was. Mom was like, fuck. I was like, I don't know. She's a magician.
So what happened? Anything going on with Molly while you're away? How's she doing? What's up now?
She's doing good so far. She's just chilling. I think she's with Mama, hanging out in the house.
Nice.
Hell
All
yeah.
right, let's see. Mama's still driving the truck. Buck, what do you do for work? Let's talk about it.
I am a heavy equipment field mechanic. I work for James River Equipment out of Burkeville, but we're based in Virginia, Carolina, South Carolina. I think we got a store in South Carolina now, but mostly Virginia, North Carolina, and then we got sister stores in the West Coast, which is Fall River. So I work on mostly John Deere equipment, but anything forestry, construction, and mining equipment. So I travel most time. West Virginia, North Carolina is usually where I travel, working on machines that are down on site, like that one. And some days are not that good, like that day. It was raining sideways, and I had to pull the pickup line out the fuel tank, exactly what it was. And I ain't gonna lie, that's fucking miserable. I almost quit 3 times. I quit 4 times
Sucks.
doing that.
Yeah, I remember. Go ahead.
I've been there for 10 years a week ago. I was my 10-year anniversary in the field, turning wrenches.
Dang, man.
Yeah.
Congrats. That's cool.
It's a hell of a company. I mean, they do me awesome. They ripped the trunnion ball off inside the damn blades. I had to cut that out, weld it back in. That was something you never do. Never weld a short sleeve shirt. It was 130 degrees, it felt like out there. So I got out of my welding leather and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just wear my short sleeve shirt. Worst fucking sunburn. It gives you they call it welder burn, but it's like sunburn. Oh, it fucked me up. I couldn't get a tan that summer. It fucked me up so bad. I just stayed red. Yeah, it's just crazy.
Hold on, I seen this other one and didn't know what it was. What's going on here? I think this is your truck, right?
Yep, that's my service truck. I got a Kenworth T270 with a 12,000-pound crane. So that one, a guy knocked a hole in the transmission on the deck. So I had to go in the field, remove DPF package, emission systems. I had to remove hydraulic tank, and then remove the transmission, reinstall the transmission in the field.
What the?
It took, I think, around 17 hours to do it. The book called, I think, for like 25, but it was hot as piss. And I was like, no, we're going to bust this bitch out. I got up there that morning before sunlight came up, did most of the heavy lifting work, and then when it got hot, it was just unhooking lines, unhooking wiring harnesses, and yeeted that bitch right up out from in there.
Dude. Are you by yourself for this?
Oh, yes. So when I was pulling it out, I pulled it out by myself. Another boy came with me the next day and helped me put it back in because it was the transmission weighed 3,000 pounds, 3,500 pounds. And so the cab you see is rocked over. You see where I'm sitting on the back side of that is the hole where the transmission sits. So installing it, trying to work the crane, watch the transmission so I don't bust harnesses, break anything, it can be kind of a pain in the ass to do it by yourself. So that's why I had Cole come out with me, and him and I installed it that day. It took about 2 days. I mean, two and a half days, and it was back up and running. We were in Western Virginia, on the other side of Bedford, I think. That was
So I
2
remember a couple years ago you said you were going into mines.
Yeah,
You still do that?
rock quarry.
Rock quarry.
So yeah, mining. So I used to do a lot with mine, going in working on the rigid, that one haul truck I was standing on the front of, and it got to the point. Yeah, that's a Euclid. That's actually an old Euclid. I put a 12V71 Detroit engine in that one. It blew the engine in it. But shit, rock quarries are funny. So you got to go by MSHA standard, Mining Safety and Health Act, and their standard is rough. I mean, it's legal. Everything got to be to a T. I mean, if you have a tear in your truck seat, they can write you a ticket for it. If you have a mushroom punch, you're getting wrote tickets. I mean, it's ticket after ticket. So James River's got more towards actually having like a mining specialist, somebody that they're strictly rock quarry. So their trucks are always 100% rock quarry ready.
Like DOT worried, but for MSHA.
Yeah, it's MSHA's like OSHA for most normal jobs, but on steroids, 10 times worse.
Dang.
So we got to go through. You got to be a miner to go into rock quarry, in which I'll be a contractor. You got to have a DMME card, Division of Mineral Mining and Environment, I think is the name of it. Then you got to go through and take a 3-day MSHA training class to become a certified MSHA card holder. But every year you have to go through an 8-hour refresher class of training so you can renew your card and go back every single year. So it's 8 hours of training videos, talking about safety. We usually look over, all right, these guys got hurt. What could we have done not to get hurt, or how to do things better, stuff like that.
That's nuts.
I say it's a lot, but James River Equipment is one amazing company. I mean, I've been there 10 years, and I can't say anything bad about them. Hell, I hunt from September to February, and they are just as great, letting me have time off, letting me chase my dreams of hunting, being with my friends, traveling, going to different states hunting, and they might get a little angry sometimes, but they're awesome.
This is you guys.
Yes, sir. That's us. So I'm out of James River Equipment, Burkeville, Virginia. We have our mother store in Ashland, and that's the big store. We got another great big store in Garner, right here in Raleigh, North Carolina. But we have, I think it's 52 stores between Virginia and North Carolina.
Oh, wow.
And we do, this ain't like hell. We got, I'm going to go get my truck. We got agriculture stores, which deal just with ag. Tractors, combines, sprayers, stuff like that. And then you have construction forestry stores, which do construction equipment, forestry equipment, loggers, skidders, log loaders, tree cutters, track tree, which that's kind of my niche. Skidders, cutters, loaders, track tree cutters, anything kind of logging wise. And then I deal with bulldozers, track hoes, stuff like that. Haul trucks, skid steers, mini excavators.
Does Junior, JR, Junior, he's got the most pond. Isaac and I fished with him. I know he does road paving. Does he do road paving with your stuff?
So we do have road paving. So we took on Working, which deals with which a guy, Daniel Schiebel, some guys from Richmond, they are awesome techs, and that's usually what they deal with is the Working and Hom rollers. So it's milling machines, pavers, stuff like that. They deal, and then Hom is a roller. They deal with most of them, and thank God they do, because asphalt is dirty work. Bless their heart. They got their damn money cut out for them on that one.
So you guys sell the equipment and then have like a maintenance package with it, huh?
Yeah. So like you want to buy a piece of equipment, you can buy extended warranty, and then you can buy a maintenance package. So maintenance package is we service the equipment. I think it's up to 5,000 hours. We'll do every oil change 1,000-hour service, 4,000-hour service, whatever comes in, so the customer doesn't have to worry about it and doesn't have to worry about downtime. So we have lube techs who have these big box trucks. They have all the oils, filters. We keep up with the hours through JD Link, which is a GPS monitor, and it'll send an alert. All right, Field Given skidder needs a 1,000-hour service. They'll send a tech out there. Everything's on it. The biggest thing is cutting downtime for a customer. You don't want. It's like any business. When that machine is down, they're steadily losing money. They got to pay a man to be on their job because you can't send him home because his equipment's broke, because he's not going to make money. So they're steadily just spending money and they're not making it back. So uptime is 100% one thing that we all preach. We try to do. We try to help out. I mean, when duck season's not in, oh shit, truck light. When duck season's not in, that is the biggest thing. 7 days a week, I'm usually in my service truck. Especially our busy time is spring, summer, and fall. Middle of spring, summertime, fall, balls to the wall, wide open, 7 days a week, trying to stay caught up.
I remember a Snapchat. I remember a Snapchat of you stuck. Your truck got stuck somewhere.
Did you see the video where I was on a mountain and I got out, pulled the park brake, and the bitch slid down the mountain beside me? Luckily, I had a winch hooked to it.
No, your truck just slid down when you got out?
Oh, I got to find the video. So it's some Enrique, he on CEA logging. Hell of a good guy. Went in that day. I mean, steep fucking hills. I could barely stand on them. It was dry. I was welding the grapple up on the loader. Come out. I was like, all right, man, I know I can't make it down this hill because when you come off a bluff, I mean, it's so steep you could barely stand. And at the bottom is a big ass creek. And if I fell off either side of the road, it's 20 foot to the bottom to hit the creek. So they took the skidder, stuck it on top of the hill, hooked the winch to me, and was winching me down the hill. Well, we run out of winch cable. So he was going to have to back the skidder back down, drop the blade, winch me down further, come back up around and pull me up the other side. Well, when I stopped, I pulled the park brake. When he moved the skidder down and let the tension off the winch, oh, my truck said, shoo. I mean, I looked back and that bitch just going down the hill. I was like, oh, fuck. I don't know how I'm explaining this to my boss. Thank God the winch it stayed hooked and it caught my truck right before it run off into the ditch. And I was like, oh, man, well, I'm glad I wasn't even in it. And two, this has been a bad day. Hey, man, your $300,000 service truck is sitting in a creek.
Hey, my little cousin, his father commented that my little cousin Braden, he asked, how do you operate one of those trucks and the machine?
Oh, so a lot of them so big haul trucks, articulated dump trucks, they're identical to a vehicle. You get them, you got a steering wheel, everything is automatic transmission, so you can press neutral, drive, reverse, and just hit the gas. So the skidders and tree cutters, they're more joysticks. So that one, that's a very old school truck. Very old school. I think that was an 80s model. That was actually in a steel mill in Petersburg. They make steel, so they take these big molten steel, whatever they don't use, they pour it in the bed of it. I mean, it's cherry red molten, and then they go dump it in a pile, and I think they make driveway gravel out of it. Or what, I don't know. It's pretty odd. But that one was still the same way. That one just had a lever you pull from neutral, drive to reverse.
Huh.
So those big trucks like that, the new ones, they all push buttons, just push and drive, take off. It's air brakes. Then the skidders, tree cutters, they used to be they had a steering wheel in it. So you could steer and you had a joystick for your head. Your saw was on and you had foot pedals to drive back and forth. Your right foot would be forward and reverse. Your left foot worked your arm on your head to grab the wood. Nowadays, with technology, everything's joystick. So it's like playing a video game. You steer left and right with your left joystick. You work your head up, down, left, right with your right joystick. Then push buttons. Open up arms, close arms, grab, everything like that. And the skidder's now the same way. You work a joystick with your left hand. That steers it. You got a gas pedal in the floor. Just one pedal goes forward, and you got a flip switch. Flip up is forward, neutral is in the middle, and down is reverse. So you just flip it up, flip it down, take off and ride.
Have you seen the Instagram or the YouTube videos of that kid that's a logger?
No.
I gotta find this. All right. Logging kid off TikTok. I'll just Google that and see what pops up.
I haven't seen that one yet. Usually I'll be watching logging TikTok.
So it's this kid, and he runs the big equipment, and it's so cool to watch.
Shit.
He's from Virginia.
Who's the kid? I had to find out who that is.
There's something playing in my ear. That's not even the right thing. I can't find him. When I find him, I'll send it to you in a message.
Yeah, you got to send me that.
Can you? Oh, here we go. Can you do the PS4 at the same time while you're playing a game?
No, I don't think. It beats and bangs so bad. That's the one thing. It's no suspension on none of it. So a skidder goes across the cutover. So you have stumps that they cut the tree. So all day long, the seat is air ride suspension, and your front axle floats, but it's still beating, jarring all day long. I would hate to do that all day long.
Yeah,
that's how I got into turning wrenches. My uncle Jimmy Carroll, you remember him? Him and my Uncle Wayne. Yep, exactly right. Uncle Jim, Uncle Wayne, they both were loggers. They logged their whole life, and I grew up in the logging woods. I used to sit on the skidder with them, whatever. But then when I was 15, I think around 15, I went to work during the summer. I was working in the woods for Uncle Jim, working in the logging woods, and then got into turning wrenches with him, working on heavy equipment, stuff like that. And I was like, damn, I kind of like this. It's all right. And I graduated high school when I was 17 because I turned 18 that July. Went through diesel school. I worked at what the hell is that place? Like a little construction shop for a while. Quit there, worked at a traction, working on big trucks, Mason Day, A&J Trucking. Did not like working on traction trailers. And I was like, shit, fuck this up. So I put a job application in at James River Equipment. So I went back to working in the woods for Mitch Watts logging. Me and my buddy was out there working. And hell, it was snowing its ass off, cold. I just got set on fire in the woods. I got 3rd-degree burns on the back of my leg. And I got the call through James River, and they was like, hey, you want a job? I was like, yeah, bro.
Right now.
I got caught on fire, melted my fucking my coveralls off of me. Like, yeah, this ain't cool. This shit sucks. Luckily, I didn't know what the fuck was happening. There was another guy in the woods with me. We were cutting tops of the trees. I worked on climb up. No, so the cutter cuts the tree down and falls on the ground. Then you go through and limit up, cut the top out. Well, it's cold as shit. We had a fire built. I'd worked on the knuckle boom that morning, the loader, got oil all over my bibs. Well, I backed up beside the fire. It was so cold, I didn't know I caught on fire. This motherfucker tackles me, just yeet.
You're like, I'm fighting.
Literally, I drew back like, we're going to get the fist fight. And he grabs my leg, and all of a sudden, I just felt it. I was like, oh, shit. And when he grabbed my leg, like, the skin and stuff melted off, and I was like,
oh, it was that bad.
Oh, yeah. It's 3rd-degree burns. I still got the scar. I was like, ooh, that's going to leave a mark. And it did. It left a hell of a mark. I didn't go to the hospital. So I just kept it clean, wrapped, chunked on about my life. I cut the end of this finger off at James River. I was dropping a track motor in the excavator. Knew I shouldn't have done it, but I was pulling the motor out, and I had a pry bar on it. Well, it slipped. The track motor did. The track motor weighed like 200 or 300 pounds. When it slipped, for some reason, my dumb ass went to try to grab it. And when I grabbed it, it pinched my finger between the track motor and a piece of metal. When I pulled my finger back, it was a nub. I was like, oh, shit, that's crazy.
Let me see it. Hold it close.
They sewed it back on, so if you look at it, it looks kind of funky looking right through there. Yeah. They cut it off at the first knuckle. They sewed it back on. There's no feeling, and you can probably see half like where they stitched it up right there. But it don't have no feeling in it. It hurts like shit when it's cold. Like, the colder it gets, it's just like somebody shoving a knife in the end of my finger.
We can cut it off. You want to cut it off?
You know, I always said, I hope I don't cut nothing off ever again in my life. Cutting it off did not hurt as bad as I thought it would. Sewing that bitch back on fucking hurt. So my sister Woogie, Amanda, she's a nurse in the hospital. So I called her. I was like, yo, I'm on the way to the hospital. Like, you need to come up here and get me. So she comes up there and she's looking. She's like, oh shit, that's fucked up. And I was like, yeah, bro, thanks. She's a registered nurse in the same hospital. So we go in and they gave me morphine. And I've never had morphine. The woman was like, "You're gonna feel like a pinch in the back of your shoulder." I was like, "All right, cool." Well, it was more than a pinch. Well, like it hit me, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And I stood up. And when I stood up, my knees buckled. Like everything gave away, and I fell back down the chair. And I was like, "Oh,
Oh.
this is wild."
Uh,
Well, went in, and this nurse practitioner, she was sweet as she could be. She got up there and she started sewing it, and it started hurting. So I like, and they had did my finger, so they took a needle and shoved it in the end of the finger both ways to did my hand, to like it didn't have no feeling. I might have been dramatic, but I feel like I felt every stitch. Well, it started hurting so bad, I grabbed my sister's arm and left bruises on the arm while I grabbed it.
Squeezing it.
Well, the poor nurse, she started crying. And she said, "It's hurting me more than it's hurting you." I said, "Let me cut your fucking finger off so back go see who it's hurting." I felt bad. I was like, "Ma'am, I'm sorry." And she kind of chuckled.
60-year-old
Yeah.
woman.
No, she was like 22. She was hot, dude. She was bad. But I think she's married. I know. Kind of sucks. But she was
Hold
pretty.
on. Fuck, I gotta stop you right there. Your mom wanted me to ask Buck about limb fishing.
Oh, limb lining.
What's that?
So, limb lining, I go up the river, and you find a tree hanging over the river. Kind of low. You want to be 2 or 3 foot off the water. And you try to find a brush pile behind it. So you want the tree upriver of the brush pile. I take a piece of braided twine, it's like 400-pound test, 6-foot span. Then I take a swivel, and then I take a foot leader with a circle hook. I tie it to it's like alligator fishing. Tie it to a tree, put your bait on it. So catfish, and you leave it. The catfish swim up a river, they'll grab it, and when they pull down, the tree is stronger, it automatically hooks them. So then you can go up there and you see the tree bouncing, go up there and grab it, pull them on in by hand.
Oh,
It's pretty cool.
neat.
I took Mama, I think in October we went. It was pretty warm. And I said, "Hey, shit, let's go to limb lining." I had 6 lines I made up. By the time we put the first one out to the 6th one, it was like 30, 45 minutes. We come back, we'd already caught 3 catfish on the way back.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah,
Fun,
man. Slayed them out. My cousin had a party. We cooked them at his farm. At his little fish cooking, which I'm probably gonna catch more. You got to come down for the crawfish cooking this year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can get.
So, I gotta ask you, are you taking this bad boy out for the fishing? Your new boat?
Hell yeah, brother! I love the gator tail. We're definitely taking that out.
Bro, that thing is badass.
Dude, I gotta say, I deal with Performance East in Goldsboro, North Carolina. They are hell of a great people to deal with, and that is probably one of the best mud boats out that you can get. I mean, around my way, you've seen it before. One day it might be, and it's not tidal water. It's just, it is what it is. You might be in 2 inches, and then the next day you might be in 3 foot. But then again, most time it's always shallow, and that thing has been everywhere I've wanted it to be.
Dude, it's badass. I've seen your Instagram, like when you do stories or Snapchat, you guys just running through freaking. I think that happened a bunch more of you. No. Maybe at the bottom.
I know Luke with shallow water, he does his meeting. He has a lot of videos of us running them. I mean, hell, most time when he's videoing, we're running in 2 or 3 inches of water. It's just on step sliding.
Really?
Yeah, and that has been a game changer with hunting public ground. It's been a damn mud boat. I mean, I had my little 14-foot. You remember I shot the deer when we were duck hunting that day. And, I love that little boat, but 5 of our grown-ass men are dog and decoys, and it almost sunk it. And I was like, we need something better, for sure.
Yeah, and you went and got it. Look at that bad boy. Look at that. Dude, how fast does it go?
So, with me, say me, Luke, Molly, or me and Mama Molly, I can run 33, 34. And it also depends on prop size. So the CA57 prop, the stock prop, is one hell of a fast prop. It's a good stock prop. But for like load carrying and hunting season, I like to run the big blade because it carries a load way better and it gets on steps. So I can be on plane within 20 foot.
Oh,
now,
really?
It only runs around 27, 28 miles an hour. But at 27, 28 miles an hour, it's 4 people, dog decoys, and I'm still running that. Like, it doesn't lose speed. It just kind of stays one speed. That's what it is, but it jumps out the hole quick. Oh,
Yeah.
Shallow Water Cove. That's all Luke's photography work and everything he's done, designing Shallow Water Company, designing his apparel brand, and he's killing it.
Oh, there's your boat. Look at that bad boy.
Yeah, that was my boat. We was coming. That cut I was running through was probably 4 inches deep, and it's about as wide as my boat. Whereas we were coming through it.
Look, here's I've seen this one.
We're all set up here at the Dixie Deer Classic. Just going to go through the booth and show you some of the things we got with us this weekend. We got our old school
That's you
goodies
today,
with
huh?
us.
Yeah, I took that video.
Tees.
Oh,
We got our
man.
Gator Tail tees. These are a select few that we're releasing here this weekend.
I don't know if I can play the audio because it's got other songs in the background. Anyone watching, if
Yeah.
they're watching now or another time ever in the life, tag me and let me know what the live rules are on playing a song. Like if I screen share and play a song, am I allowed to do that, or will I get canceled? I don't know.
I think you can, because you're not copywriting the song. Somebody else is just playing it.
And I'm not making money from it. I'm not.
Yeah, and it's in the
monetized.
back. It's in the background. I don't know.
Oh, look
That is-
here. How do you catch an alligator? You ever alligator hunt?
No, I actually know boys that's done it. So it's pretty much like limb lining for catfish. It's a certain season. The tickets are like to buy the stamps, expensive as shit. But I think you find a tree, you know a gator's in the area. Steve might roast my ass on this because I don't know much about it, just talking to other folks, but it's like limb lining for catfish. They run a steel braided, I think they run steel braid, and they put like rotten chicken on the end of a big ass circle hook, alt hook. And the alligator comes, bites it, grabs it, they come up, shoot it, pull it in the boat, rock on boat to business. I think. I'm not 100% sure. Me and Mama, we went to Louisiana this year, and we were talking about going duck hunting, but a guy offered a alligator hunting trip, and he's like, man, you ought to come with us. But it was like $2,000 to go for the tag, and I was like, I ain't paying that. Hell no. I'll go to a golf course and shoot one in Florida.
You could go to Africa and hunt something over there for $2,000.
I don't want to go to Africa.
All right, what's Mama
I think
saying
so.
here, Buck?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was a bad day. So we come through a cut. We had come
In the
through a
boat?
cut.
You launched her out of
Oh,
the
yeah.
boat?
Oh, I launched the boat, and Mama, and me, and Luke did the same thing. He threw his soon-to-be, they were getting married like within 2 weeks. He threw her from the back of the boat to the front, and she hit the light bar, and it bruised. It's funny as fuck, but we was worried she was going to have bruises at a wedding and a wedding dress, like this big-ass bruise on her back. So me and Luke had ran the cut the day before that. And it was shallow. It was like 2-3 inches of water. But we made it through it fine. The next day we come around through it looking for ducks. Me and Mom and Luke, we'd all just sitting there drinking beer, playing. Well, we ran out of water. And there's like a sandbar that was like 30, 40 foot long. When I jumped the sandbar, I was about 5 foot shy of making it into the water on the other side. And when I hit, it just hit dry ground. Threw Mama up under the front hatch where the gas tank was at. Yeah. Threw Hannah from the back of the boat. Almost threw her out the boat. Threw Molly. She was in the boat. She running all the fuck around everywhere. And then we had thank God, my little cousin Toot, Austin, all of them, they brought my 14-foot down with the come along. We had to stake the boats out and come along them off of the sandbars to get it back in the water to take off. We had ran out of beer. I'd almost ran out of cigarettes. It was becoming a fucking emergency. I could have sat there all night if I had beer. But it was becoming a fucking emergency because I didn't have no cigarettes either. I was like, "Ooh boy, this is about to be
We're about to get angry.
rough." And Mama won't be happy about that. Yep.
Tammy, were you hurt? Was she hurt? Or just pissed?
Hell no.
Shit out of you.
Oh, she just pissed off. You know how she gets. She stays mad about something. She won't hurt though. You can't hurt her tough ass.
You can't. For those watching, let me go back to this and show you a picture of Miss Tammy. When her and Buck bought the boat. Where are we at? This one. That's Tammy. Sugar-free
So-
Red Bull gang. My
Yeah, I
cousin
love
from
sugar-free
Florida. I
Red
see
Bull.
you, Chet.
So my
Yeah,
mama,
look.
I think
Mad as hell. Tammy, I bet you wanted to beat his ass. Yeah. Yep, you probably were ready. Tammy, what are you drinking? Mountain Dews? She's saying yikes about something.
I got you now. My bad. My damn phone acted up. It tried to hook to my pickup.
Bluetooth.
Oh, so my mama is. I think I'm the milkman's son, because I'm 5'11". I weigh 185 pounds, 190. My mama is 5 foot and weighs 68 pounds. My leg is bigger than she is. Dude, we went. She got real sick over something I was telling you about, and we took her to the hospital. And it scared me because my mama's never been sick. It scared me and my sister too, because we've always she's always a tough one, never gets sick. We had to take her to the hospital, and they were like, "You weigh 62 pounds," and I'm like, "My fucking lab weighs 65. My dog weighs more than you."
And listening, Tammy drives a big rig, 18-wheeler, full-blown truck.
Duck hunts with us.
No shit from nobody.
Yeah, she's mean.
Tammy, if you're watching, you want to hop on, I'll send you the link. You can hop on and say hi to Buck. Maybe cuss him out for. She ain't. Buck says no, she ain't.
It's been nice being in Raleigh because I ain't got cussed out. No, I know when I get back around home, she's gonna find something to fuss with me about. She always does.
Hey, it's always something though.
Dude, she's a hell of a great mama. She's one. She used to take me hunting. Whatever I wanted to do as a kid, Mama always was there. She got me into hunting. Then my Uncle Wayne, he was big into getting me into turkey hunting, stuff like that. And duck hunting, whatever I want to do, Mama's always there by my side. We're going, let's do it, let's have a blast. We'll make it work.
I've done a couple duck hunts with you and your mama. Look, here's a good one. Right. Look at that one.
Yep.
When's that?
We were snow goose hunting in Arkansas. We went down, was hunting with Buddy Ryan and all them. We went down with shooting specks and snows. We're shooting specks within the early conservation came in. And hell, one of those that was one of mine. We was in Arkansas. We were hunting a rice field. So that was Matt's buddies, Matt Braden. It was his buddy, Brandon's field we got to hunt. And we beat the living piss out of them. It was a fucking killer time.
This hunt, I remember this one.
Yep, that was in the black hole.
We seen a bear on this hunt.
It was. I think you still you videoed the bear coming across the swamp that morning. Yep, you're exactly right.
Matt's dad went to see if the wood ducks that landed far were still there, and he scared a bear up. Yeah, and he even know he scared the bear up.
Yeah, Jim Bunny, he went up the damn swamp looking for them wood ducks. And that's when the bear run across the whole that damn swamp we were hunting.
Damn, Buck, these are big geese. How'd your goose season go?
Very well, actually. We only hunted once late season, which I really don't want to talk about that. It was bad.
It was that bad?
Luke set up we fucking sucked. We set up on a little pond. It was like 20 or 30 honkers coming in. I was like, dude, it's a good little hunt for you and I. 5 geese apiece, we'd be able to bang them. Well, we left our goose call at home. That was fuck up number one. Number two, we had a 3-pack come in. I mean, just committed. We started shooting. They were like 10 tall, 10 yards high, and about eye level. I mean, just right across. We shot 6 times, didn't hit a single bird. They come back.
That happens.
We shot again, and we didn't hit a single bird. I loaded I was shooting my 20 gauge. Mama gave it to me when I was like 7 years old. It's cut down for me. But I was like, hey, that'd be cool. Let me take this thing. Probably got outgrown it. But I loaded the bitch backwards. I shoved a shell in the magazine. I didn't even know you could do it. I was in a hurry trying to shuck them in so when they come back, I shoved the brass part in first, and it got hung up. So I shot once, ratcheted, and the shell wouldn't come, like it hung halfway. I was like, what the fuck? I got to look, and I was like, oh, no, how the hell did I do that? So I took the whole gun apart, laying in the blind. We had another 2-pack try to come in. I'm up there shucking shells, trying to get it. It was a clusterfuck of a morning. But early season, we did really well. First, I set up on a cut cornfield the first opening day. We killed, I think, 15 or 20. We killed a limit. And then the second one, a buddy of mine, Austin Wilborn, he's hell of a good dude. He had a cut wheat field. Well, cut cornfield. They just planted wheat back in early season. I was out there working on a skid steer, and I mean, just boom, 5-pack, 8-pack, 5-pack, and it was like 300 geese in the farm. So I was like, "Hey, do you want a goose hunt?" He's like, "I've never been." I was like, "Dude, we're going to hunt this tomorrow." Like, that was like a Wednesday. So we're watching tomorrow. We hunt them Friday morning. Oh, dude, it was an absolute banger. I mean, we beat the living piss out of them, and that was Molly's first hunt. I've never hunted on geese. She picked up the first year, I think, around 400 or 500 ducks. The first year we hunted, and this is the first time I ever goose hunted her. So the geese are bigger than her. I mean, he's some stout honker. If the first 2 or 3, it was funny as shit to watch her run there and try to grab them and pick them up. But once she got it figured out, oh, she was hitting them after that.
Man, I mean, do you have hunts like this all the time? With like, where's a good picture at? With all these ducks, all those mallards.
Oh, they're mallards, teal, pintails. They were all mallards. Oh, that was all mallards. It's
common.
Usually not every single day, but the biggest thing I can tell anybody: put the work in. Find them. They don't work unless you do. Me, Luke, Zach, we hunt 90% public ground. We have a boat in the water every day, scouting. And we all come together. All right, I found this here, this here, that there. Get a game plan, go back the next day, execute it. And just get a feel for your hole. Where are you going to set up at? Hunt your wind, stuff like that. And it has paid off really damn well for us lately. I mean, in a week, 7 days, we might hunt 4 times. But the other 2, 3, we're going to be scouting. And we're going to scout. All right, we found these birds. Go back and next morning, we're going to watch them, see how they come in, see where they want to be at. And then once we figure out where they want to be back, the next morning, we're going to burn their ass. That's fucking right. We're going to
So you're in Virginia. For anyone who doesn't know, Buck's down in Virginia. I'm up in Maryland. Maryland, the rules for public land hunting, totally different. How is it down there in Virginia? Can you go kind of wherever you want to go?
It depends.
Okay.
So if you're east of 95, you got to follow blind rules, which I am a complete idiot. I don't know nothing about blind laws. That's you. And like Connor. So I hunted with Connor. He had a blind up on New York. We were shooting cans. I thought it was the coolest fucking thing I've ever done in my world because I don't dive hunt. We puddle duck hunt. And he was explaining, he's like, this is my blind. I can't leave. I can't go sit. I got to be 500 yards from anyone else. I can't just go build a blind here because I can't do it. So he come down hunting with me. And we're west of 95. And we hunt a lot in Carolina, Western Virginia, stuff like that. And we can go anywhere. Long as it's not private ground. So if you have public ground,
you find them.
You can go find them. You see them, scout the hole, go kill them. Long as it's on public ground. And it's gotten tougher through the years, especially down towards Carolina way where we hunt. You'll find a hole and people try to come in and set up 100 yards from you. And most of the time, if we have 2 or 3 groups try to do that, we'll end up packing up and leaving. Because at the end of the day, nobody kills nothing. Because they're trying to do it as a dove shoot. So you see birds, they're starting to work a decoys, they're starting to work a calls. Well, Joe Blow down there is pissed off, so he shoots at them 80 yards out. And he flares them. And it gets to the point, I try to stay as far away from people as I can. If I sit on a hole that, say I found 400 or 500 mallards in the hole. All right, well, that's going to be game plan A. All right, game plan B, I found, say, 50 in there, 60. Well, I pull up and 3 or 4 people try to set up in the hole with us with the 400. I'm going to the 50 because I guarantee you I'll kill at least a 3 or 4 man limit because nobody's going to be there. They don't want to hunt the little. They want to hunt these big numbers.
And them big numbers will know where the little ones are at.
Exactly right. And once them people start shooting in the big numbers, they get flying around, and you might be able to kind of coax them on in.
You do a lot of shallow water down there, huh?
A lot. Shallow water company. Everything is backwater, little buckbrush, timber holes. I mean, hell, sometimes you might be in ankle deep water. We were hunting this year. Actually, Luke put a video of it up. We had a spin, about 80 mallards spun on us in the timber. And they lit, Austin Wilburn was with us that morning. They lit at like 5 yards, 10 yards. And our hole was ankle deep. And, I mean, we found them in there. It was like walking through the woods. I seen them that morning. I was like, shit, them ducks are going somewhere. So I started walking through the woods, just kicking up water. I mean, like I said, I won't go to ankle deep water. And when I found them, I was like, we got to be here. And we all got a game plan. Luke and them scouted that evening.
You called me.
Yeah, because I tried to get you to come down. I tried to get you to come down with us.
And then you sent me a video and said you missed this. I'm trying to find it now.
I can't remember where Luke put it. That was a wicked hunt. That was wild.
Do you get mallards in the field?
No.
No.
So we don't really have fields. So we have people that have private impoundments and stuff, and yes, they'll get mallards in them. But like our way, we don't have them really go to anything. They gonna stay in water somewhere. They're definitely gonna be nothing but water. I don't
know bucks in like in Virginia, but like what do you think? Western Southern?
West Southern. And I have heard of boys. Actually, a guy Watt Pitter, hell of a good dude. They own Sandy Fork, Feed and Seed, great people. He killed mallards in a dry field a couple winters ago. It was snowing. I think he went out goose hunting or something. Seen him hidden in a dry field and went there and beat him up. I mean, he's Watt there. He's some killers. And I was like, that's impressive. Like, most times you don't shoot them in dry fields around here.
Tammy says, get it right. South Central. Represent. Yeah, we don't get many mallards.
Yeah, we don't either. He killed them then. I was like, dude, that's impressive. I mean, most times dry fields is going to be Kansas up. You go shoot them in dry fields up there. But, well, it's like Arkansas. You don't really get them in dry fields down there. Most time you're going to shoot them at rice. Most time in the timber, but you kill them in the rice fields on cloudy days. It's all going to be water. And I don't know if it's because we have an abundance of water compared to up north like they do. I mean, hell, you think all the rivers and lakes between Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina, all of that. I mean, it's, I guess, just way more open water so they can go find holes they can set in.
Yeah. Buck, if you had to pick one song that gun to your head, you're not going to get a lyrics wrong. You're going to get all the lyrics right. What's it going to be? Don't do Happy Birthday or the Alphabet or Tequila.
I don't know. I know a lot of good songs. I don't know. Okay. I don't really know. You have to shoot me because I know a lot of songs. I can sing most of them, but I probably die.
Because you'd get like, I don't know. I don't know what song I know.
Exactly. Then I just pick some random ass shit and I'm like, oh, yep, fucking murder me now.
Oh, man, I got the first word wrong.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm fucked. You're going to cut me off, kill me.
That's funny.
Hell yeah, bro, man. I can't wait for you to come down.
I'm coming down tomorrow. I'll be down there at the Deer Classic show in Raleigh. You're going to head on in there. While you head in, let's walk in with you. Show us what's going on.
Let me get my keys and stuff, lock my shit up so nobody steal nothing. Which I don't think they will. This is good people around here. No, I love hunting shows. It's all normal people kind of like us. Everybody's around. Everybody's good folks.
Oh, Buck, hit us with the story on my first hunt with you ever.
Man, we went out to Arkansas, and it's my cousin, my best friend. We're all hunting and got in with Fields and them's group. And Phil was filming. The first day he filmed. The second day we're out here laying in the field, and it's specks above us. And this is only snow goose. It's legal to say now because it's out of the whatever many years it was.
I was like 10 years ago. You cut out. Can't hear you, Buck. Maybe we shouldn't say it. I can't hear you. Can't hear you. Are you connected to your truck? Did you leave your truck on? Can you hear me? Nope. Don't got you, Buck. Can't hear you.
Hey, you got me now?
There you go. Got you now.
Yeah, something happened with my phone. So we were laying in that field, and these specks were above us, which you cannot shoot at that point in time. Well, the boy was kind of mimicking like he was shooting them. And our buddy Phil just pulls up. jumps the gun, kills a fucking stud spec. I mean, barred up, tall belly, pretty spec.
Beautiful.
Everyone looks down like, oh. And the guy was like, who shot? He was like, man, y'all put me on the spot on that one. Why didn't none of y'all shoot? And it's like, yeah, you really weren't supposed to shoot that one. I was like, I like this guy. This motherfucker is cool. He's coming to hang out with us.
Yeah, all week, no gun in my hand, only camera. And then they're like, here, Phil, you get to shoot today. All right, someone going to shoot this one? One single comes in, I shoot it. They were joking.
It was a thing. It was a big joke. Definitely wasn't a white bird. Definitely was not a white bird. But, hey, I mean, you should kill a spec. I mean, that's pretty impressive. A lot of people haven't done that. I mean, I was on a hunt
last year, 2 years ago, and we were in Saskatchewan. And we got a GPS collared spec.
No shit.
Yeah, and then
I remember seeing videos of that.
Yeah, dude, that was a badass hunt. Sykes, they were just in Baja hunting Brant.
Yeah,
they got a radio transmitter collar.
It's about to get really loud.
Hold on, wait. Did you see the video of the guys stuck in the U.S.-Mexico border cage?
Yeah, you sent me that. That is wild.
That's Ryan and Sykes and all them. They're going to be on probably next week sometime.
Dude, hell yeah, I'll have to watch that.
Yeah.
Let me ease up.
Yeah, I want to hear that story. All right, it's going to be loud, guys, but that's okay. Buck's going into the show. Turn the camera around. Let's see what it looks like.
That's what I'm trying to do. And this is.
Oh, I hit mute on Buck. Hold on, Buck. What's up, guys? Buck, you're muted. Banned from Buck, you're muted, Buck.
Hey,
there you go. I can hear you now. What up, guys? It's not that bad right now.
What?
It's not that loud right now.
Hold on, I don't know what the hell's going on. Oh, my AirPods died.
I can hear you. I can hear you well.
Yeah, my AirPods died.
Oh.
Thank God. They hurt my ears. But yeah, Big Lou.
You got earwax.
Come on down and see us tomorrow, Phil.
Come on down.
We'll be down tomorrow. I'll be down tomorrow, guys. I'll see you. Anyone down at the Deer Classic, swing by to the Shallow Water Company booth over by Bandit. Anybody that is down there, swing by. Hold on, Buck. I'm cutting you out. We're leaving.
All right, brother. Be safe. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, Buck.
Peace.
All right, Buck's out. So that was fun. That's Buck Lee. Good buddy. Known him for a little while. Yeah, dude. Homie needs the DJIs. I'm going to take him. Thanks, Uncle Damon. That was fun. Tomorrow, heading down to the Deer Classic. And it's in North Carolina. Raleigh will be with Bloody Bill's calls. They'd make duck calls, and we're doing some media with them. I'm going to make some reels, some content, some photos. Might go live down there, see how that goes. Run into Buck. Tammy, thank you. Love it. Oh, Bass and Beer, Chad. Guys, tonight, anyone still watching? It's Friday, March 1st, 4 o'clock right now. At 8 o'clock, tune into the Bass and Beer Radio. They got a good live show, and it's pretty fun. Very interactive as well. But that's it. We're gonna call it a show. That's gonna be everything for today. And if you guys liked it, please leave a comment. If you watch this whole thing, leave a comment. Even if you just skip through it, I don't care. Leave a comment, share it, like it, and let me know what you want to see for the next part. If anyone watched this wants to be a guest too, shoot me a message, leave it in the comments, and yeah. See you guys next week.